Oh, I'm streaming. Hello. Yeah, we're back. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so I've got to give a link to the new stream. Okay, so I just got that. Yeah, the old chat is still working, but I was not able to resume the stream. It did not show up as available to resume. So some of you are here. There. Yeah, that was the wrong power supply. Not an ordinary PSU. Oh, no socks. PSU, the bottom of the case on the table. You only need a 24 pin. Yada yada. Did anybody actually realize I was about to press the wrong one? This must be when it happened. Yeah, after I did it, Selden realized it was the wrong one. Yeah, and then I did these comments with my cell phone. Okay, so then I can actually click here. I want to do that in the new tab here to get over to this. Do that in the new tab. Oh, my headset's not working. That was coming through my speakers. Oh, yeah. Lawrence Pierre asked what happened, wanted what happened. What happened was I turned off the wrong
read chat, please.
Power supply. We're not going to be much longer. And this episode that I started now, it's one that I had scheduled for tomorrow.
Read chat, please.
I'm hearing you. We got redirected. Oh, that's right. Because I already set up the redirection. You didn't need me to give you a link. Yeah, I redirected, and that was the title for Sunday, although it didn't have the new thumbnail yet. Did not have a new trailer. Do you have regular PSU to check Baby Beast? I'm not going to do that now. And no, but let's try turning that power switch off. How about that? Did I get all the read chats? You gave me a few of them. Only 2. Thought I heard 3.
Read chat, please.
Is there a tech in the house? Now, I'm not a builder, so no, I don't have, well, I know what I could do is I have lots of computers that have been, replaced. I can just pull a power supply from one of those if it gets to that point. Status LEDs on the motherboard. See, because there must be Ethernet activity on the motherboard. That power supply for Big Beast build is right adjacent to the Baby Beast motherboard. Looks like Carrie just went live. All right, so let's get back to it. There's a certain amount that I want to go through here. I'm not going to stay on stream
Read
to
chat,
try
please.
a different power supply. Doman says, always try this first in those situations. Unplug PSU and removing the battery. Use a reset jumper. Those things I'm willing to do before leaving the stream. Okay, now you got to let me do some work before pulling me back to read chats. All right. Get set back up here. Trying to handle a light, cell phone camera, cell phone communicating to the computer. Hey, Doug, be careful which button you push. Let's get switched back. Microphone. Okay, reach out or problem. If you don't, not just to say, hey, I do this too. Just if there's something I really need to know. Okay? Fair? The question was asked about lights on Baby Beast motherboard. There are no lights. Not internal.
Read chat, please.
Oh man, I hope this isn't somebody giving me a hard time. There's the correct power supply way over there. That's the Baby Beast power supply where that power connector is. Does it have a power switch? Yes, down there at the bottom. There's its power switch. All right, now I got to get up and go back to see a read chat message, right? It better not be somebody doing something silly, stupid like Ken Stout saying, yeah, I do that too. I'm going to go ahead and hit that power switch. All right, that power switch is off. Oh, I'm not seeing cell phone video. All right, yeah, that was important. Give me an exclamation mark Y to say that you can see what I'm showing. There's no lights on the motherboard.
Why, certainly.
All right, there's a yes.
That's a big 10-4.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir, Bob. That's a big 10-4.
Yes,
There you go.
Bob.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Okay.
Why, certainly.
Okay. So
That's a big 10-4.
the wrong switch was that one. See, there's the Baby Beast I/O board right there, and right under it is the big power supply for Big Beast. And I just had too much stuff on my mind that I was trying to juggle. And there's the power cord for the Baby Beast power supply, and I just turned off the power switch. Okay, so now I'm going to get my hand in there so that I can turn that switch on. That power switch on, and then up here is the power button to turn the computer on. Okay. I need more hands. Where is my Mara? Power on. And we have nothing. We have no lights there on Baby Beast. Okay. So that did not a nothing. And how about the Ethernet? Is there any light? Looks like it doesn't have a light. Okay.
Read chat, please.
Let's see. Pull out the power cord. I told you already I had done that. Well, now I turn the power. Okay, so I'll do that too. I'll do that too. And I'm just going to show you something else here. Um, I almost pressed a button on the Stream Deck that would have shut down the stream. Oh boy. So this is the Magic Packet app, and it's showing here that Baby Beast is offline, but I can wake it up. Saying here it was online 2 days ago. It was online this morning. But if I'm going to touch the wake up at the bottom, and it just, there it says packet sent. Now, if I disconnect the Ethernet cable, I think that status will show up different. Now, I very carefully, just then, I very carefully made sure I was pulling the correct Ethernet cable. Because if I pulled the Ethernet cable for Big Beast, we'd have a problem. Now, does that make a difference? I'm not totally certain about that. Is there a refresh? That where it says offline there, I thought that's the way it looked when it's just turned off. I'm going to try pressing that wake up again. Packet sent. No, okay, so that was misleading. I was wrong to think that that indicated there was some life on that motherboard. Okay, so I think it was, somebody said pull the power cable. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And bring the camera on screen. Okay, not that one, Doug. Don't pull that power cable. This one over here, way over there. All right, cable pulled. And then push it back in all the way. Put it all the way in. Okay, the power switch. Down there somewhere. Right there. Yeah. It is still in the on position. Right? I can't even see it from here, so I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, that's the on position. Okay. The other end of that power cable is right here. I'll unplug from there. And plug it back in. All right. Power button. No lights. And then power supply fan. Oh, good grief. Yep, I can't make out anything for that. Oh, all right, let's look at a CMOS battery. No, that's not going to happen now. Shorting the pins to turn it on. Yikes.
Read chat, please.
I'm not feeling that. It's not while streaming. Okay. I think I'm going to need to let you go. Are both power supplies connected to the same power strip? Yes. You saw it when I showed the power strip and where the power cord is. The Big Beast and Baby Beast, the power were right next to each other. And those outlets are both individually controllable. Greg says I have blinking lights. Yeah, it's an ITX. Multiple green lights blinking on that motherboard? No. No, they're not. Ain't no such thing. You looking at the wrong motherboard? Keep in mind that that case has 2 computers in it. Are you not aware of that? Whoever's asking that. All this up here is Big Beast. That's a motherboard with memory. There's a CPU. There's a graphics card. That's Big Beast board.
Read chat, please.
This is the capture card. This board mounted this way, that's Baby Beast. The blinking light you see a reflection of here, this is reflecting on that connector from lights that are going on up here on Big Beast. There's no lights on the Baby Beast motherboard. Those lights in there, that's Big Beast. He wants me to buy that. What's going on? Yeah, is it possible that that outlet is defective even though its light is lit up? That's possible. He's wanting me to buy one of these. Yeah, I'll get to that. I'm not going to try this. I've done enough of this on stream. This is just ridiculous. Trying to do this on stream. But anyway, that's one of the things I got going on today. Fortunately, I said at the beginning of the show that I might have to cut the stream short, and that did not happen. So we're gonna get out of here. Let's go change the redirect so we can send you over to Kerry's stream. When I configured my stream today, he didn't have it scheduled. So you're gonna be traveling from the future back to his show because you're coming from my Sunday show, right?
Read chat, please.
Edit. Okay, I'm going to go back in and double check I got that, just because I've been making mistakes. Yeah, got that redirect for the show that's running right now. And then I'll go do this read chat. Well, let's see, what does this show? 29 people. John, I'm not going to do any more right now. It is from Carrie Holzman, links building this computer. What is? Oh, he's showing this is the actual power supply that's in there. Oh, awesome. Good. That was super helpful. Super helpful.
Red chat, please.
That'll get you 1,000 points. Greg's comment. Any ATX PSU can temporarily power that motherboard. Eliminate. Yes, I don't have to buy that power supply in order to test. I'm sure I have one around that'll work. That's what I need to do. Now, but the thing that myself and many people would resist and say, but it was running, it was having blue screen to death, well, maybe once a month, and then when I'm running a memory test, this happens. That the power supply goes bad. Maybe it's been a power supply glitch all along. What would that cause it if the power supply momentarily glitches and comes right back on? I suppose I could give a blue screen. I don't know. I have to stop reading. I have to get out of here. Scott's thinking RAM. If RAM's bad, the computer ought to try to do a post, because it tests post. Although the RAM has to be functioning good enough for it to even perform a power on self-test, I think. All right, I'm out. Here's the email address. If you want to send a question, myself in the chat room would be happy to try to provide any answers or possible ideas to any issues that you're having. And outside of that, have a great day, everybody. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.
That's all, folks.
Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. Not just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team. For Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. At LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts or simply where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tune in 6 days a week for Windows support, the help you seek. Send an email, leave a comment, join the chat. Our tech-savvy crew is where it's at. just me, but a whole community, helping you solve tech mysteries. With friends who are here almost every day, we love to chat and help you find your way. So subscribe now, be part of the team, for Windows support and more than you've dreamed. Join the fun, don't miss a single stream. And LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts, or simply more deeply VB, where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme. Where tech support supreme.